Hey guys, it's Becky Bamboo. Today is Wednesday, February 8th, 2012. This is my update for pregnancy week 9 and week whatever post-op gastric bypass. Lot went on this week so far. Monday I saw the doctor, my first prenatal OB/GYN visit. Everything looks really good. I didn't have the exciting visit that a lot of people are getting with having an early ultrasound and all this good stuff. I go back in 2 weeks to have my first Doppler done, so we'll actually get to hear the heartbeat in 2 weeks, which I'm really excited about. I was a little disappointed that they didn't do an ultrasound during the first visit, but I realize every doctor does things differently. Every doctor believes in doing things a certain way, and my doctor's not an early ultrasounder, so bummer for me. Everything feels really good to him according to feel of my uterus and stuff. He thinks I'm right on track for a due date of September 10th, which puts me, he thinks, between 9 and 10 weeks along at this point. So he said he wanted to just keep it at the 9-week mark where I'm at because he thinks that I'm pretty close to that. So that's all good news. Everything looks really, really good so far. He is not concerned about my gastric bypass affecting the pregnancy at all, which is nice to hear. And he's had several different gastric bypass patients, and that sets my mind at ease a great bit because I was definitely worried about being like the first, and we can definitely have malabsorption issues and issues with pregnancy being gastric bypass patients. So that makes me happy. Let's see, what else? Really like the doctor, which is a total bonus. Both me and my husband both really, really liked him. He's very personal, very down to earth, really good bedside manner. Gave us time to ask all the questions we had, didn't rush us. That's what I always look for in a doctor, and it's nice to have that. So, especially from a doctor like this, where I know I'm going to be seeing quite a bit of him. It's a long process till this little baby comes. So I was hopeful to find somebody that I liked and that I feel comfortable with. So anyway, everything looks really good. Pelvic exam went good. They called me today. They had done some lab work on Monday, and my vitamin D level's a little bit low. So he ordered me a prescription of some vitamin D to take for like 12 days. So nothing too major. It's not all that low, which is good. So I have to go pick that up, and I started taking some fish oil in addition to what else I was taking. I actually am not taking a prenatal vitamin. People keep asking me that, and when I called and talked to them initially to set up my first appointment, I told them about all the vitamins I already take, and they said, oh yeah, well let's wait and see what your levels look like. So when I got in there to the doctor on Monday, we kind of went through it all again. Talked a lot about my gastric bypass, and I told him I take bariatric strength multivitamins, bariatric strength iron, I take B12, I take calcium with vitamin D, I take folic acid. So the only thing he wanted me to add was a fish oil, which I ended up getting for free through a pharmacy program here in my town, which is nice. I just had to go pick it up. Cool. So started taking that. The thing is if you're taking bariatric strength multivitamins and things, the levels of vitamins in those are so much higher and stronger than what you find in any prenatal vitamin. He feels like taking the prenatal vitamin in addition to all of that, I won't actually absorb that much more out of it, so it's probably just a waste to do that. Plus, most people agree that they taste awful, and I don't do the big horse pills or anything anymore, so I would take a chewable, and yeah, I'd just rather not go down that road. I like the vitamins I take them for a reason because I tolerate them well, I don't have any issues, so anyway. Speaking of gastric bypass, he asked me a lot of questions about how I had done post-op and how far post-op I was, and he was glad to hear that I was, a year and a half out, which I didn't want to get pregnant until at least that long because that's what the surgeon had recommended. So we were, careful to not get pregnant before that. He was flat out shocked to hear how much weight I had lost, and so with that gave me the opportunity to ask about exercising, because when I had called the office to set up my appointment, I was told to take it easy until I came in to see him, to not really do the exercise that I was doing. And I was thinking all along, like, well, that just doesn't make sense. Like, I don't understand. So when I got in there and talked to him, and I said, I really would like to be back doing some kind of exercise, especially as I'm starting to feel better now. And he's like, well, yeah, you could, you can pretty much do whatever. What were you doing? And so, well, I was running and lifting weights, and that's going to be really loud for you guys. Yeah. And so anyway, he said I can go back to doing all that. I can go back to running. I can go back to lifting weights. Weightlifting's okay as long as you're not doing heavy weights. It's just got to be light weights and more reps, which is how I lift anyway. More for toning rather than building muscle mass. And I think weightlifting is a huge portion of why I've done so well with my weight loss, because I think that's what helps keep your metabolism up and going, and helps you keep burning calories after your workout. And not to mention, it helps so much with your body strength and everything else. So he was really glad to hear that I was wanting to get back into that and wanting to be physically active. And his response is what I expected it would be, which was, labor's coming, labor's hard, you need to be in good physical shape. The better shape you're in for that, the easier it'll be on you. So anyway, that's all good. So yesterday I actually got back to the gym. I ran 2.39 miles yesterday on the treadmill, and it felt so good. It felt so good to be back working out. I felt more like me yesterday. Now today I will say I am whipped. The fatigue has not completely gone away. It's getting better. Yesterday was a really good day for me, a high energy day. First high energy day I've had since getting pregnant. But I'm paying for it today because my energy's in the basement. I'm actually just sitting, vegging, watching TV today. I'm glad I'm off. It makes it nice that I have an easy week this week. I basically work every other day. So I can work a day and then have a day to just kind of chill. So that makes it really nice for me this week. And hopefully, I'll have a kind of a lazy day today, and that'll give me enough energy to get through tomorrow and get another workout in tomorrow. And, that's my goal, is to bump it back up. He said, I just don't want you working out to the point of exhaustion. So you definitely don't need to work out every single day. A few 3-4 days a week at the most. You can run, don't run excessively. When you start to get tired, you need to stop, and don't completely wear yourself out. So he said, if you're at the gym and you're starting to feel like you're getting really tired, you need to just stop. And I will say, yesterday when I got off the treadmill, I ran into somebody that I know. I ended up talking to her for about 10 or 15 minutes after my workout, and I was going to continue on working out. I actually went and got on the stair climber, and 5 minutes in, I realized I had, number one, cooled off way too much, and then, I was just getting really tired. So I just said, okay, running was enough for today, but it did feel really good to run. It felt really good to realize, even though I haven't run in a few weeks, I'm still okay. I could go run a 5K if I really wanted to. So I haven't really lost that much of my stamina or, my overall fitness level, which is good. I was very worried about that. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. So that made me feel really good, and I just kind of feel more like me now. I feel more like myself, that, okay, I can still work out. I can still do the things that keep me healthy and feeling good. So thumbs up for that. Let's see, what else? Anything else? Not really. We got a whole baggie full of stuff, including this book, What to Expect When You're Expecting. I started reading it this morning just to see what's in it. So far, a lot of what I've been reading is stuff that I already knew, but I was kind of excited. They actually have a whole section in here about gastric bypass, and I thought that was very interesting. Pregnancy after gastric bypass. So that was kind of neat to me. Let's see. Weight-wise, at the doctor's office, they weighed me in at 201. I freaked out because my last weight here was 188. And I thought, oh my God, did I gain 14 pounds? That can't be. And so I was wearing jeans and sneakers and a hoodie and a belt. which my belt has like all these huge like rhinestone gems on it. So the belt is really heavy. And I usually weigh in the first thing in the morning in underwear and a tank top. And this was like late in the afternoon. So I think between the difference in the scale and the difference in the time of day and the difference in what kind of clothes I had on is where the pounds were. Because Tuesday I got up and I did my normal weigh-in routine and I was 189. So I've gained 2 pounds since getting pregnant, not 14, which, oh, I feel so much better about. I was freaking out. I realized before this pregnancy's over I will see 200 again. I just was not prepared to see it just yet. But so according to the doctor's office, you know, that's where I'm at as my starting weight is 201, and it is what it is. I'm not going to fight against that. So, but anyway, I'm not showing or anything. My clothes all still fit. I mean, I thought, man, if I've gained 14 pounds, I shouldn't be able to wear any of my clothes. So all my clothes still fit. I'm definitely not really wearing my compressions as much as I was. They're definitely more uncomfortable to wear. I have some looser ones that I will wear to work because all my loose skin at work is kind of, that's an uncomfortable thing too. So I don't know where the happy medium is going to be for me, or if I'm just going to reach a point where I'm just going to say, forget it, I'm just going to have to deal with the loose skin, or what will happen. But for now, I'm kind of just wearing them to work, and when I'm at home or I'm doing other stuff, I just don't wear them. And I'm trying to just accept my body for what it is and get used to the flabby skin, but you know, there's a lot of it. Losing 237 pounds, I have a lot of skin issues, and it's more overwhelming than one can imagine. So, with that said, that's my only struggle right now. Morning sickness has been gone for over a week now. Yay. Fatigue is still hanging in there, but getting better. Yay. So I'm starting to feel more human again, which is nice. And I'm starting to kind of get settled with the idea of being a mom and the idea that I really am pregnant and I really am going to have a baby. And I think the doctor visit really helped with that. Just like, it's kind of like that affirmation or confirmation of like, this is real, this is really happening. So anyway, that's what's going on, and I'll check in with you guys soon. Bye.